Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time. And it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback in his second season out of Kentucky.
And last year's rookie year, a bit of a mixed bag for the young signal caller out of Kentucky. Showed off plenty of tools, but was hurt in the preseason, and it took a little while to get going. But once he did, he showed exactly why the Titans wanted him. Toughness, leadership, and a big arm. The team rallied around him down the stretch.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Levis back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
First and 10. Here's Levis. That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run left with Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A give to Pollard running left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And we're talking about a young man who proved it at every step along the way. First at Oklahoma, then at USC. Big-time talent, big-time production, and won a Heisman Trophy while playing for the Trojans. Now, the #1 overall pick lands in Chicago, and there's an awful lot of talent awaiting him, and now he gets a chance to utilize those weapons.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll start with the option. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there? No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Levis to throw off play action. He completes it to Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a pretty grab there for a first down by Okonkwo. And that's something the Titans are hoping to see a lot of this season. He's been an underrated weapon for Tennessee ever since he was drafted, and they're hoping they can unleash him in this season.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And Levis going back to the air. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And a change of scenery in 2023 worked out well for Swift as he racked up a new career high in rushing yards during his lone season as an Eagle. And now he's made the move to Chicago and is expecting to power their running game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing again here, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Hopkins, the man in motion left. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
56.
Williams going to throw again on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Levis' throw here into the hands of Boyd. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Levis now on 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Keenan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. That pass complete to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To the air, Williams. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Levis now off of play action. This pass deep for Okonkwo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. He's on his way. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
56, Mike, 56.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Levis sets up to throw here. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First and 10, it's Levis. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Levis now on second down. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Levis out of the shotgun now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Going to run again here with Pollard. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Levis back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing is Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So Levis and the Titans now down 10-7, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 6 coming up. Here's Levis. Complete. Pollard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Levis. And his throw here's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Levis to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now a give right side Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Second and 6.
56 Mike. 56 Mike.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.